How's it going, everyone? It's Formika here again. I'm a licensed real estate broker here in San Antonio. My goal today with this video is to help new buyers in the market, or really any buyer moving to San Antonio, Texas, or Texas in general. How much money do you need to have available to purchase liquid funds? All right. So this isn't talking about your discussion with your lender. You should obviously talk to your lender about down payment requirements for different types of loans. And I'll do videos about those in particular. But this is like, hey, I've already talked to the lender. I'm looking for a house, found a house. Now, how much money do I need to have available? Because things are about to get real and they're going to move fast, right? So you don't want money that you need to be liquid so you can access it to be stuck in a 401k account where it takes time to get those distributions, because there are things in the contract that say time is of the essence. And one of those is delivering earnest and option money. So what's earnest money? Earnest money is a good faith deposit. It's basically, 1% of the sale price. So if you're buying a house at $400,000 price point, $4,000 is 1%. That's probably going to be the earnest money amount for that contract. Okay. It doesn't have to be, but when you're buying a home with a loan, typically that's what happens when it's on the MLS. All right. There could be no earnest money and there would be a valid contract, but there'd be no skin in the game from the seller's perspective. And so that normally doesn't happen. All right. In a traditional real estate sale in the MLS. So $4,000 plus $100 for the termination option. There's a bunch of intricacies with the termination option in Texas. In other states, it's there's a due diligence window where you can get your inspections done, those kinds of things. In Texas, we call that the termination option. Okay. During that option window, equivalent to $10 a day for 10 days in a balanced market like we're in right now, that is $100. So it gives you the unrestricted right to terminate, and that's usually when we get the inspections done. So inspection happens in that first 10-day window. So really the important point there is, so what happens to my money, right? So we're getting inspections done during the option period. You can terminate the contract. The seller would keep the option fee, so that they would keep that $100, and then the earnest money would be refunded to the buyer during that 10-day window. It's an automatic thing. So you wouldn't lose your $4,000 in this scenario that I'm giving you. You would lose the $100, and then any money spent on inspections that you did on the property, that would also be considered a loss. Pretty simple. Well, that's $4,100 now that you will already have to deposit within 72 hours of going under contract. It'll get deposited in the title company, and that'll open title escrow on that property. So what else, right? Inspection. So inspections can range in price, in general, somewhere between $350 up to, the high thousands, depending on what you need to get inspected. If you got to get a pool inspected, a well inspected, septic inspected, the numbers start to add up a little bit. So in general, for a general residential sale, pretty typical sale, you're probably looking at, $350 to $600, depending on the inspection company and what you need. Because it is Military City, USA, veterans that are buying pre-existing homes or pre-owned homes are going to also need to get a WDI inspection, which is a wood destroying insect or termite inspection, as you'll hear people talk about. But that's pretty much it. So somewhere to have $5,000 liquid is probably safe if you're buying at that, at that $400,000 price point. So just something to consider. That's a big part of the Texas contract. Earnest money and what it's for is a whole nother discussion. But this is really just designed to let you know the kind of the barrier of entry on a $400,000 house is about $4,500 to $5,500. So hopefully that helps. If you need to get in contact with us, my contact information is always going to be in the remarks of this video. Hope you have a good day.